Good morning, everybody. It is, I think, October 28th, 29th, something like that, Friday. And it was quite a cold morning this morning. They had quite a heavy frost. And we had to run to town first thing, so we're back, and it's about 10 o'clock, I guess. And we're ready to start picking corn. So we're just getting the horses ready to go. And we are going to use 3 horses today. We have Lady, Ken, and Buck. We also have Bob, a friend of ours, in the cow barn planing some lumber with our planer that he wanted to use today. And the reason we're going to use 3 horses is a couple things, but I think I'll explain that later in the video. I wanted to show you my wagon that we're going to use. So this is a wagon I made the other day. I showed a video on it actually. But then I just went and took some boards to make sides for it, and I just screwed it on so I can easily unscrew it and take it right off so that I could use this wagon as a flatbed. So this is what we have. I was going to go 2 feet high, but I ended up going these 18 inches, oops, not 18, 16 inches high. And I think that's as high as I need, but as you can see, I have the 2x6s so that if I wanted to put another 8-inch board on the top, I still can. So that's what we're going to use on the back of my corn picker. I've explained on other videos, I believe. Actually, we did a video of corn picking last year, so if you're interested, you could go back and maybe learn a few other tidbits of that time that we picked from last year. So this is my corn picker. It's a new idea. The number, I lost it. It's a very common picker. 223, is that something like that? I'm gonna check here. Sorry, I was wrong. 323. It's a very, very common picker. And it's been a good picker for me. It's just a 1-row picker. Had it for years. So we're gonna use it with my motorized cart. And so we'll hitch up here in a few minutes. But I did some changing on my motorized cart. I have set it up for 3 horses, which is I've never done before with this cart. So I had my neighbor put this new pipe on right here, and I want to explain a little bit about using 3 horses. So when you're using 3 horses, you need to have an offset pole like this, but your evener is actually hitched at the same spot in the center of the cart. But this is a 3-horse evener, so it is set up so the team evener has 1/3 of the distance to the single tree over there. So that's two-thirds there and 1/3 here to keep it all so that they're pulling the same amount of pull. But when you're hitched to a 2-horse evener and a 1-tongue pole, everything's tight together. When you're hitched to a 3-horse setup like this, it's a lot different. When it's a single pole and 2 horses, everything's tight together. But with the 3, the 3rd horse is not hitched to the neck yoke. It's not hitched to the tongue. So if he was to slack off, this tongue will actually drop down. So it's very important to have a bolt-on neck yoke, which I have. If not a bolt-on neck yoke, some other setup so that this neck yoke cannot come off the pole. I have not hitched to this cart yet, so that's why you'll see the longer pole out front here like this. I am just guessing as to where this neck yoke should be bolted on, and if I'm right, that's great. I would just cut this tongue off right here, and we'll be ready to go to work. If I'm wrong and there's too much play, I will have to drill another hole either here or here to make this the proper length. So what we need to do now is hitch on and get hitched up to it and see how it's adjusted. So hopefully Brenda will be out in a minute to help me, and it's something I don't absolutely need help with, but it's always nice to have help, and she can hold the camera. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the horses and just drive them around the driveway, because I've explained how I hitch my lines before. I'm not going to do that right now, but I don't know. I haven't used it this way for a little while, so I need to just drive them around and see if my lines are adjusted the way I like them. If not, I can do some readjusting, and then I will swing over the tongue and see if, get that hitched up and see if that's working, if it's going to be right, and we'll go from there. That cuff's up. Oh. Oh, oh, I forgot a line. Get this in clear. So I thought I had them all hitched up. Fortunately, this is an older team that's used to things, but I never put the bit, hitch the line to Ken's bit. Yeah, I'll get it eventually. I cuffed up. What I'm doing, I'm just going by feel to see if I have these lines adjusted somewhat right. Do you have that? And I think it's all right to get started with. I am adjusting lines all the time, so I might adjust more as we go along, but right now they feel okay. So I will attempt to put Lady and Ken over the new pole. Oh, back up. Oh, no, no. Oh, and we'll hitch up the neck yoke. As you can see, only Ken and Buck have neck yokes. Lady is without a neck yoke. We got to be a little careful because I haven't cut this off yet because I don't know where to cut it. And if they go ahead, they're going to run right into that truck body, which is not a big deal either. So let's hitch up the evener. Now to do all 3 horses, there's several different ways to do it, but I'm going to go underneath the line here and get Ken's. I could hitch this from that other side, but I have no idea if I'm right. I'm going to try for the 6th link, and oh, like I said, we may have to actually drill another hole up front and adjust it differently. That lady. Oh. Oh. So I'm going to come around and hitch up Bucks because the way the 3 horses set up, I think we're way too short. The way the 3 horses set up, Lady is not on that neck yoke, so 2, 4, 6. Oh. 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 Boy. I really underestimated that. That's good I left that all on because we're tight here already. Okay, so this is what I'm going to have to do. I will stop, drill another hole, and set my neck yoke up a whole foot and see if that gets closer. Okay. So I'll unhitch and I'll do that and I'll be right back with you. There we go. Can be good. For some reason, Ken's been a spooky one about different things. So I'm just going to hold him while I drill this and go slow. Hey. Oh. Oh. If I have to do this too long, I'll just disconnect them and just do it without him here. But these little things are really good for him to learn. I mean, he's 13 years old, bit of a deadhead. You'd think this wouldn't be an issue at all, but it is. Hey. 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 Come here. Come here. Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Oh. Oh. Oh, come up here, Ken. Come up here. Oh. No. No. All right. I'm not very happy. Oh. Hey. But I'm going to take it off. Come up here. Come up here. Oh. No. No. Get up here. Oh. Hey, come up here. Oh. Okay, we're driving back to the barn. It's pretty amazing. I mean, you've seen this horse work a lot. And it may be a big surprise to you to see him spook so much over a situation like this, but that's just the way he is. He's always been that way. And I know when to push it and know when to quit. And this is the time to quit because I could see him rearing right up and doing something stupid. So I'm going to go time to the barn. G, catch that. G, catch that. Okay, I finally got it where I want it. I actually messed up and I went ahead and did it backwards, so I had to do it twice. But anyways, this little bit of tongue, I will, at lunchtime, I will cut it off, you know, right here, so you don't have that long tongue sticking out. Won't hurt a thing for this morning. I had measured this. This hole was at 12 inches, 12 feet. I mean, 12 feet from the evener. And then I messed up and thought I had to go up there, which is totally wrong. So this one here, I didn't actually measure it, but it's 4, 6, 10, or even 12 inches back that way. So it's about 11 foot, I'm guessing 11 and a half feet to here. So if you were setting up a pole, it's surprising how long your pole has to be when you have 3 horses, because your 3-horse evener is just stretched out, so it just makes it quite a bit longer. Of course, you have the adjustments on the heel chains, which could change things, but I'm happy with this. I think I'm at the 7th link right there now. Another thing you have to watch out for, let's go around here. So I originally had it set at the 6th length all the way through, and it seemed to fit fine, but quite often you don't realize when you're hitched up, you've only got 2 on the neck yoke. So that means this third horse, if he was to back up, you'll see that the neck yoke actually drops down, but when he pulls up so the collars are all lined up, it lifts the pole up. So you don't want to have extra lift on the pole, you want it just right. So what I do after I hitch him up, I'm figuring this out, I will lead him up so that the tongue stays where I want it to stay. If I went back, when I was back at the 6th length, when I did that, it shot the tongue way up too high. And so those are things you've got to look at and figure out how to do when you're attempting to hitch up 3 horses. So anyways, we are all set now. I just got to hitch onto the wagon, and actually I'm going to start the motor up just to get them used to a little, get them, especially Bill, get them, especially Ken, used to the motor and start to pick her up. Now he did this last year, but you know Ken. So we have to do that, and then we'll hitch onto the wagon and head out and start picking corn.
I just hope Lady's not too upset with you calling her a him. Now this is the same cart you used when you tedded.
Yeah, same one. It's the only cart I have with a motor on it.
Just for new viewers.
Okay.
out for that sawmill.
We're not going to be back in there because they're going to hit that space. So we'll just have to pull it in by hand. Just a second. Okay, try again. Come on.
This is quite a contraption here, and when you start trying to move this thing, you realize how heavy each part of it is. I've got a lot of respect for these horses. They are some kind of strong. Corn harvest 2021 is about to begin.